Every single year, at exactly 3 p.m. on December 24th, the entire nation of Sweden effectively disappears from the digital grid. If you were standing in the middle of Stockholm at that moment, you'd notice the streets go silent, the shops close their doors, and the heartbeat of the country slows to a near stop. This isn't a government-mandated lockdown or a national emergency. It's a 65-year-old appointment with a cartoon duck. Nearly 4 million people, roughly 40% of the entire population, sit down in front of their televisions to watch Kalle Anka och hans vänner önskar god jul, or Donald Duck and his friends wish you a Merry Christmas. As you listen to this, you might start to realize that this isn't just about nostalgia. It's a massive, measurable shift in national behavior that dictates the flow of the entire day. The broadcast first aired in 1959, back when there was only one TV channel in Sweden and television was a high-status luxury. Because it was the only thing on, it became the social ledger of the holidays. Decades later, despite having infinite streaming options, the Swedish people have collectively refused to close this chapter. It is the emotional start of their Christmas, a shared mental state that synchronizes an entire society in a way that most organizations can only look at with envy. The data behind this Donald Duck effect is actually staggering. During that 1 hour on Christmas Eve, mobile data usage across Sweden drops by nearly 35%. Think about that. In our hyper-connected, digital-first world, millions of people choose to disconnect from their devices at the exact same time. Even more incredible is the fact that emergency calls to the police and fire departments drop significantly during the broadcast. It's as if the country enters a state of collective stillness, total ceasefire with reality, just to watch a cartoon that hasn't changed its core segments since the late 50s. You've probably noticed that we live in a world of constant updates and shifting trends, but in Sweden, any attempt to modify this sacred broadcast is met with a PR nightmare. In the 1970s and 80s, when the public broadcaster tried to remove or update certain segments, the public outcry was so intense it bordered on a national crisis. The Swedish people aren't just watching a show, they are maintaining a structural floor of continuity. It is a link to their childhood, their grandparents, and a version of the world that feels safe and predictable. It's a masterclass in how a simple cultural artifact can become a pillar of national identity. What you're really seeing here is a secular society creating its own ritual of togetherness. It's proof that the most powerful human bonds aren't built on complex ideologies, but on the simple, shared experience of pausing the clock. Sweden has essentially invented a national reset button that they press once a year at 3 p.m. sharp. As the final credits roll and the country begins to move again, the social debt of the year feels a little lighter, and the sense of community feels a little more real. While the rest of the world is rushing to finish their shopping, Sweden is proving that sometimes the most valuable thing you can spend is an hour of silence together. Keep that in mind the next time you think a tradition is just for kids. Because when 4 million people act as one, it's not just a cartoon, it's a signal that the heart of the nation is still beating in time.